Third Annual Battle of the Shows of 2022 event by Colton Dennis. The crowd is cheering. Hello, everyone, and welcome to night one of the third annual Battle of the Shows. And tonight, both shows will choose their best wrestlers to compete in a 10-person tag team elimination match, said announcer number 1. Oh, I can't wait for this, because who knows who's gonna survive the match? Is it only gonna be one person, all of them, or only a few? Asked announcer number 2. Well, instead of talking and trying to guess, I say we head down to the ring for the first match, said announcer number 1. I'm ready if you are, said announcer number 2. Beldings. This match is scheduled for one fall, is a show versus show, and is a 10-women tag team elimination match. Introducing first, representing Blood, Rumble, Blitz, Gemini, the Cat, Raven, and the ladies champion, Coral, and their opponents. Representing Hatred Slam, Moxie, Onyxis, Vanity, Lights, and the XX champion, Gem, said announcer number 3. Beldings. Both Gemini and Onyxis are walking around the ring. Looks like both Gemini and Onyxis will start off this match, said announcer number 1. Both Gemini and Onyxis lock up. Gemini puts a headlock onto Onyxis. Onyxis groans, bounces Gemini off of the ropes, then pushes her. Gemini bounces off of the ropes on the opposite side of the ring, then shoulder blocks Onyxis. Onyxis falls onto the mat. Gemini runs, bounces off of the ropes on the side of the ring, then jumps over Onyxis. Onyxis stands up, then does a hip toss onto Gemini. Gemini groans, then rolls towards her corner. Onyxis smiles, turns towards Team Hatred Slam, then holds out her arms. I'm the best of us all. I don't need you for it all, said Onyxis. Gemini stands up, then approaches Onyxis from behind. Onyxis better watch out, said announcer number 2. Onyxis turns around. Gemini does a jumping cutter onto Onyxis. Onyxis groans. Gemini stands up, walks towards the corner, then tags Raven's left hand. Raven goes through the middle rope, picks Onyxis up, sets her up, then does a double arm underhook facebuster onto her. Onyxis groans. Raven covers Onyxis, then looks at Team Hatred Slam. 1, 2, 3. Onyxis is eliminated, said referee number 1. Ladies and gentlemen, Onyxis has been eliminated, said announcer number 3. Onyxis got too cocky, said announcer number 2. Vanity goes through the middle rope. Both Raven and Vanity are walking around the ring, then lock up. Raven puts a headlock onto Vanity. Vanity groans, bounces Raven off of the ropes, then pushes her. Raven bounces off of the ropes on the opposite side of the ring. Vanity does a shoulder block onto Raven. Raven groans, then rolls towards the ropes. Vanity is staring at Raven. Come on, said Vanity. Raven stands up, then tags Gemini's left hand. Here comes Gemini back into the ring, said announcer number 1. Both Gemini and Vanity are walking around the ring, then lock up. Gemini goes underneath Vanity's left arm, then wraps her arms around her waist. Vanity is struggling, then elbows Gemini. Gemini groans, "Let's go of Vanity," then walks towards the ropes. Vanity kicks Gemini's stomach. Gemini groans. Vanity bounces Gemini off of the ropes, then clotheslines her. Gemini groans. Vanity covers Gemini. 1, 2. Gemini kicks out. 2, said referee number 1. Vanity stands up, twists Gemini's left arm, then tags Lights' left hand. Lights climbs up the turnbuckle, jumps off of it, then hits Gemini's left arm. Gemini groans. Lights grabs Gemini, then whips her into the corner. Gemini groans. Lights runs at Gemini. Gemini lifts Lights over the top rope. Lights lands onto the ledge of the ring, then kicks Gemini in the left side of her head. Gemini groans, then walks away. Raven runs at Lights. Lights does a back elbow onto Raven. Raven falls off the ledge of the ring. Lights looks at Gemini, jumps up, then springboards herself. Gemini ducks. Lights lands onto her feet, rolls onto the mat, stands up, then runs at Gemini. Gemini does a jumping cutter onto Lights. Lights groans. Gemini stands up next to the ropes. Coral tags Gemini's right shoulder, goes through the middle rope, picks Lights up, then locks in a cobra clutch. Lights is waving her left arm. Team Blood Rumble runs, then knocks Team Hatred Slam off the ledge of the ring. Lights continues waving her left arm, then taps out. Lights is gone, said referee number 1. Ladies and gentlemen, Lights has been eliminated, said announcer number 3. The cat rolls Moxie into the ring. Coral continuously kicking Moxie. Moxie continuously groaning. Coral picks Moxie up, then tries locking in a cobra clutch onto her. Moxie is squirming, then runs backwards. Coral goes into the corner. Coral groans, then breaks the cobra clutch. Moxie walks out of the corner, looks at Coral, then runs at her. Coral boots Moxie. Moxie staggers away. Coral jumps onto the second rope. Moxie looks up at Coral, quickly runs up the turnbuckle, then knees Coral's face. Coral groans. Moxie stands next to the turnbuckle, moves Coral's legs outside, then climbs onto the second rope. Moxie's planning on something big here, said announce number 2. Moxie sets Coral up for a suplex. Coral stands up onto the top turnbuckle. Moxie suplexes Coral off the top turnbuckle. Both Coral and Moxie are groaning. Come on, over here, said Blitz. Moxie, said Gem. Both Coral and Moxie are crawling towards their corners, then tag both the cats and Vanities. Right hands. Both the cat and Vanity go through the ropes. Vanity continuously clotheslines the cat. The cat continuously groaning, then standing up. Vanity kicks the cat's stomach, runs, bounces off of the ropes, then does a knee lift onto her. The cat lands onto the mat, then she groans. Vanity runs, then hits all the members of Team Blood Rumble. Vanity is in control now, said announcer number 1. Vanity is waving at the cat. The cat stands up, then turns around. Vanity kicks the cat's stomach, lifts her onto her shoulders, then does a fireman's carry flapjack onto her. The cat groans. Vanity covers the cat. Will this be Blood Rumble's first elimination? Asked announce number 2. 1, 2. Coral lands onto Vanity. 2, said referee number 1. Gem goes through the middle rope, then jumps onto Coral. Both Gem and Coral roll outside of the ring. Moxie is walking along the ledge of the ring, sees Blitz, Gemini and Raven standing up, then climbs up the turnbuckle. What does Moxie have planned here? Asked announcer number 1. Moxie gets to the top turnbuckle. All 3 stand up outside of the ring. Moxie walks along the top rope, jumps off of it, then lands onto all 3 of them. Moxie just took out 3 members of Blood Rumble, said announce number 2. Both the cat and Vanity stand up. The cat runs at Vanity. Both the cat and Vanity go through the middle rope, then land onto the floor. Vanity twists her left ankle, then holds it. The cat hits her head off the floor, then she goes limp. Both cat and Vanity just went through the ropes. And I think Vanity might have injured her leg, said announcer number 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Vanity tries standing up, falls onto the floor, then holds her left ankle. 8, 9, 10. Both Cat and Vanity have been counted out, said referee number 1. Ladies and gentlemen, both the Cat and Vanity have been counted out. So, therefore, they have been eliminated, said announcer number 3. Blitz slides into the ring. Coral rolls Gem into the ring. Blitz looks at Gem. Gem slowly stands up. Blitz grabs Gem from behind, then goes for inverted double arm underhook facebuster. Gem pushes Blitz. Blitz bounces off of the ropes. Raven tags Blitz's right arm. Gem does a discus clothesline onto Blitz, then covers her. She's not the legal person, Gem, said announce number 2. Raven appears on the top rope, jumps off of it, then goes for a body splash onto Gem. Gem moves. Raven does a body splash onto Blitz. Blitz groans, then rolls outside of the ring. Raven stands up, then runs at Gem. Gem sidesteps Raven. Moxie appears on the ledge of the ring, then kicks Raven's face. Raven groans, then staggers backwards. Gem rolls Raven up, stands up, grabs her right leg, wraps around it, then locks in a figure 4 leg lock onto her. Raven is groaning. Both Coral and Gemini slide into the ring, stand up, then run towards Gem. Moxie appears on the top rope, jumps off of it, then does a double crossbody onto both Coral and Gemini. Gem tightens the submission. Raven continues groaning, tries reaching for the bottom rope, then taps out. Raven's gone, said referee number 1. Ladies and gentlemen, Raven has been eliminated, said announcer number 3. We're down to a 3-on-2, said announcer number 1. Blitz slides into the ring, then hits Gem from her side. Gem falls onto the mat, then she groans. Blitz continuously kicking Gem. Gem continuously groaning. Hey, get off her. 1, 2, 3, 4. Referee number 1 pulls Blitz off of Gem. You have a 5 count. Remember that, said referee number 1. Blitz raises her arms. All right, I remember, said Blitz. Gem stands up. Blitz approaches Gem. Gem moves, then quickly rolls Blitz up. 1, 2. Blitz kicks out. 2, said referee number 1. Blitz was almost eliminated, said announcer number 2. Both Blitz and Gem stand up. Blitz kicks Gem's stomach. Gem groans. Blitz whips Gem. Gem reverses it. Blitz goes into the corner. Gem runs at Blitz, then does a corner clothesline onto her. Blitz groans. Gem lifts Blitz, then slams her onto the mat. Blitz groans. Gem goes through the middle rope, then climbs up the turnbuckle. Gem's heading up top, said announcer number 1. Coral appears on the ledge of the ring, then grabs Gem's left leg. Gem is struggling. Moxie gets into the ring. Runs, then does a baseball slide onto Coral. Coral falls off the ledge of the ring, then she groans. Moxie stands up. Gemini slides into the ring, then stands up. Moxie, look out, said Gem. Moxie turns around. Gemini does a jumping cutter onto Moxie. Moxie groans, then she rolls outside of the ring. Gemini stands up. Gem stands up onto the top turnbuckle, jumps off of it, then dropkicks Gemini. Gemini groans. What a dropkick by Gem. Gem stands up. Gem, look out, said announcer number 2. Blitz runs, then hits Gem from behind. Gem goes through the middle ropes, then lands onto the floor. Blitz goes towards ropes. No, don't go out there, said referee number 1. Both Blitz and referee number 1 are arguing. Gem stands up outside of the ring. Look out again, Gem, said announcer number 1. Gem turns around. Coral raises a steel chair. Gem kicks Coral's stomach. Coral groans, then drops the steel chair. Gem picks the steel chair up. All right, fine, said Blitz, walking away from the ropes. Referee number 1 turns around. Gem swings the steel chair. The steel chair hits Coral's back. Coral groans. Hey, what did you just do? Gem's disqualified, she's gone, said referee number 1. Ladies and gentlemen, Gem has been disqualified. So therefore, she has been eliminated, said announcer number 3. Moxie slides into the ring. Blitz standing next to ropes, then she smiles. Moxie runs, then rolls up Blitz. Gem looks. Ref. Look, said Gem, pointing. Referee number 1 looks, then slides into the ring. 1, 2, 3. Blitz is gone, said referee number 1. Ladies and gentlemen, Blitz has been eliminated, said announcer number 3. We're down to a 2-on-1, said announcer number 2. Moxie got lucky by eliminating Blitz, said announcer number 1. Both Coral and Gemini nod their heads, walk around the ring, then climb up onto opposite sides of the ledge of it. Hey, only one at a time, said referee number 1. Gemini goes through the middle rope. Moxie runs at Gemini, then hits her. Gemini falls off the ledge of the ring, then lands onto the floor. Coral goes through the middle rope. Moxie turns around. Coral clotheslines Moxie. Moxie groans. What a great plan that was, said announcer number 2. Coral continuously kicking Moxie. Moxie continuously groaning. Coral picks Moxie up, then whips her into the corner. Moxie groans. Coral runs at Moxie. Moxie does a back elbow onto Coral. Coral groans, walks away, then turns around. Moxie runs at Coral, then continuously clotheslines her. Coral continuously groaning. Moxie's getting her momentum, said announcer number 1. Moxie whips Coral into the corner. Coral groans. Moxie runs at Coral, then does a corner clothesline onto her. Coral groans. Moxie whips Coral's into the opposite corner. Coral groans. Moxie runs at Coral, then does a jumping knee to her chest. Coral groans. Moxie runs, bounces off of the ropes, then does a jumping clothesline onto Coral. Coral groans. Moxie stands up. Come on, said Moxie, waving at Coral. Coral stands up, then turns around. Moxie lifts Coral, then slams her onto the mat. Coral groans. Moxie goes through the middle rope, climbs up the turnbuckle, then gets to the top of it. It's time for Moxie's elbow drop, said announcer number 2. Moxie walks along the top rope, then jumps off of it. Gemini slides into the ring, then quickly does a jumping cutter onto Moxie. Moxie groans, then goes limp. Gemini came out of nowhere and connected with her finisher, said announcer number 1. Gemini grabs Coral's right arm, pulls her towards the corner, then goes through the middle of the rope. Coral is slowly moving. Gemini holds out her left arm. Coral tags Gemini's left hand, then she rolls outside of the ring. Gemini slowly goes through the middle rope. All Gemini needs to do is cover Moxie. Gemini approaches Moxie, then rolls her onto her back. Moxie grabs Gemini's right leg, pulls her onto the mat, then locks in ankle lock onto her. Gemini is groaning. Moxie's submission hold is locked in, said announcer number 2. I've never seen Gemini tap before. But there's always a first for everything, said announcer number 1. Gemini is crawling towards the ropes, then reaches for the bottom of them. Moxie pulls Gemini backwards, then wraps her legs around Gemini's right leg. Gemini is screaming. The ankle lock is fully locked in. Now Gemini needs to tap out or have Coral come save her, said announcer number 2. Moxie tightens the submission. Gemini screams louder, then she taps out. Gemini's gone, said referee number 1. Ladies and gentlemen, Gemini has been eliminated, said announcer number 3. We're down to a one-on-one match, said announcer number 2. Moxie stands up. Coral slides into the ring with a steel chair, then stands up. Moxie, look out, said announcer number 1. Moxie turns around. Coral swings the steel chair. Moxie ducks. Coral turns around, then raises the steel chair. Moxie kicks Coral's stomach. Coral groans, then drops the steel chair. Moxie picks the steel chair up. Hey, don't use that. Moxie swings the steel chair. The steel chair hits Coral's back. Coral groans. What you doing? Ring the bell, said referee number 1. Bell dings. Here's your winners. Team Blood Rumble, said announcer number 3. Blood Rumble wins. Thanks to Moxie being disqualified, said announcer number 2. Both Moxie and referee number 1 are arguing. Moxie looks at Coral. Coral stands up, then turns around. Moxie swings the steel chair. Again, the steel chair hits Coral's head. Coral groans, then lays in the middle of the ring. Moxie drops the steel chair, then goes through the middle rope. Man, Moxie really hit Coral with that chair. Moxie is walking up the ramp. Music is playing. No way. Not now, said announcer number 1. Mystriel walks down the ramp, goes past Moxie, then slides into the ring. Is she gonna do it? Asked announcer number 2. Mystriel is looking at Coral, smiles, then hands the contract to referee number 1. She's doing it, said announcer number 1. Referee number 1 goes through the middle rope, then approaches announcer number 3. Mystriel has signed her contract. This is an official match, said referee number 1. Ladies and gentlemen, Mystriel has signed her contract. This match is scheduled for one fall and is for the ladies' championship, said announcer number 3. Bell dings. Mystriel covers Coral. 1, 2. Coral barely kicks out. 2, said referee number 1. Coral kicked out, said announcer number 2. Mystriel picks Coral up, then locks in a cobra clutch onto her. Coral is swinging her right arm. Blood Rumble women are running down the ramp, then slide in, not the ring. Hey, 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 ring the bell, said referee number 1. Bell dings. The Blood Rumble women are attacking Mystriel. Mystriel just lost her opportunity, said announcer number 2. The Hatred Slam women are running down the ramp, then start attacking the Blood Rumble women. This is getting out of hand. Security is running down the ramp, then trying separating the women. Well, folks, as we get everything situated, up next is the men's 10-man tag team elimination match, said announcer number 1. Bell dings. This match is scheduled for one fall, is a show versus show match, and is a 10-man tag team elimination match. Introducing the challengers, first representing Blood Rumble, Drake, the tag team champions, Ravanger and the Strangler, the US Continental Champion, Onyx, and the Galaxy Champion, the Messenger, and their opponents, representing Hatred Slam, Smite, Price, the Stalker, the Transcontinental Champion, the Hallowed, and the Global Champion, Pain, said announcer number 3. Bell dings. Both Pain and the Messenger are walking around the ring. Looks like the top champions of each show will start off, said announcer number 2. Both Pain and the Messenger lock up. The Messenger puts a headlock onto Pain. Pain groans, then bounces the Messenger off of the ropes. The Messenger bounces off of the ropes on the opposite side of the ring. Payne does a shoulder block onto the messenger. The messenger lands onto the mat. Payne runs, then bounces off of the ropes on the side of the ring, then jumps over the messenger. The messenger stands up, then drop kicks Payne. Payne groans. The messenger covers Payne. 1, 2. Payne kicks out. 2, said referee number 2. Payne almost got eliminated, said announcer number 1. The messenger stands up, picks Payne up, then twists his left arm. Payne punches the messenger. The messenger groans, then walks towards the corner. Drake tags the messenger's back, goes through the middle rope, then runs at Payne. Payne continuously punches Drake. Drake continuously groaning, then standing up. Payne lifts Drake, then slams him onto the mat. Drake groans. Payne holds out his right hand. The Hallowed tags Payne's right hand, goes through the middle rope, then kicks Drake. Drake groans. The Hallowed picks Drake up, then whips him into the corner. Drake groans. The Hallowed runs at Drake. Drake boots the Hallowed. The Hallowed groans, then walks away. Drake approaches the Hallowed, then kicks his stomach. The Hallowed groans. Drake bounces the Hallowed off of the ropes, then bends over. The Hallowed kicks Drake's chest. Drake groans, then stands up. The Hallowed goes to clothesline Drake. Drake ducks, quickly hits the Hallowed's back, then bends him backwards. Here comes Drake's cutter, said announce number 2. The Hallowed rolls Drake forward. Drake stands up, then turns around. The Hallowed goes to superkick Drake falls onto the mat, looks up at the Hallowed, then rolls outside of the ring. Nope. I don't think so. I'm way smarter than this, said Drake, walking around the ring, then up the ramp. Drake's walking out, said announcer number 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Drake's gone, said referee number 2. Ladies and gentlemen, Drake has been counted out. So therefore, he has been eliminated, said announcer number 3. The Strangler goes through the middle rope. Hallowed, tag me, man, said Smite, holding out his right hand. The Hallowed tags Smite's right hand. Smite jumps over the top rope. Both Smite and the Strangler walk around the ring, then lock up. Smite puts a headlock onto the Strangler. The Strangler groans, then bounces Smite off of the ropes. Smite holds onto the headlock. The Strangler groans again. Nice idea by Smite. Holding onto the headlock, said announcer number 2. The Strangler continues groaning, slowly stands up, then elbows Smite's stomach. Smite groans, then tightens the headlock. The Strangler groans, wraps his arms around Smite, then does a back suplex onto him. Smite groans. What a back suplex by Strangler, said announce number 1. The Strangler stands up, picks Smite up, then twists his right arm. Smite groans. The Strangler elbows Smite's right arm. Smite groans. The Strangler holds out his left hand. The messenger tags the Strangler's left hand. Goes through the middle rope, then kicks Smite's stomach. Smite groans, then leans against ropes. The messenger bounces Smite off of the ropes, then does a back elbow onto him. Smite groans. The messenger quickly covers Smite. 1, 2. Smite kicks out. 2, said referee number 2. The messenger stands up, picks Smite up, then whips him into the corner. Smite groans. The messenger runs at Smite. Smite boots the messenger. The messenger groans, then walks away. Smite runs at the messenger. The messenger lifts Smite. Smite reverses it, then does a head scissor onto the messenger. The messenger flips onto the mat, then rolls outside of the ring. "There goes messenger," said announcer number 2. Smite is waving at the messenger. Runs, then goes to bounce off the ropes on the opposite side of the ring. Onyx pulls down the top rope. Smite goes over the top rope, then lands onto the floor. "Onyx just pulled down the top rope," said announcer number 1. Both Pain and the Stalker go through the middle rope, run, then hit Onyx. Onyx falls off the ledge of the ring, then onto the floor. Both Ravager and the Strangler go through the middle rope, then clothesline both Pain and the Stalker over the top rope. "There goes both Pain and Stalker," said announce number 2. Ravager turns around. The Hallowed superkicks Ravager. Ravager groans, then goes through the middle rope. The Strangler turns around, then goes to punch Price. Price ducks, runs, then bounces off of the ropes. The Strangler turns around. Price does a jumping leg lariat onto the Strangler. The Strangler groans, then rolls outside of the ring. "Team Hatred Slam is in control," said announce number 1. The messenger slides into the ring, then stands up. The Hallowed runs at the messenger. The messenger pulls down the top rope. The Hallowed goes over the top rope, then lands onto the floor. The messenger stands up. Price runs at the messenger. The messenger lifts Price over the top rope. Price lands onto the Hallowed. Both Price and the Hallowed are groaning. Smite appears on the top turnbuckle. The messenger turns around, then sees Smite on the top turnbuckle. Smite jumps off the top turnbuckle, then does a Hurricane Rana. The messenger rolls onto the mat, then stands up into their corner. Smite stands up, then runs at the messenger. The messenger lifts Smite over the top rope. Smite lands onto the ledge of the ring, then punches the messenger. The messenger groans, walks away, then turns around. Smite jumps up, does a springboard crossbody onto the messenger, then covers him. 1, 2. The messenger kicks out. 2, said referee number 2. "How close was that?" asked announcer number 2. Both Smite and the messenger stand up. Smite kicks the messenger's stomach. The messenger groans. Smite sets the messenger up for a powerbomb. "Smite's powerbomb is coming up," said announcer number 1. The messenger flips Smite. Smite lands onto his feet, turns around, then goes to punch the messenger. The messenger ducks, then sets Smite up for a full Nelson. Smite is struggling, then runs backwards. The messenger goes into the corner. He groans, then breaks the full Nelson. Smite walks out of the corner. The messenger tries locking in the full Nelson onto Smite again. Smite is struggling again, then rolls the messenger forward onto the mat. The messenger stands up, then turns around. Smite kicks the messenger's stomach, sets him up, lifts, then does a sit-out powerbomb onto him. The messenger groans. 1, 2, said referee number 2. Blood Rumble wrestlers slide into the ring, then break pinfall. "Oh, not again," said announcer number 1. The Hatred Slam wrestlers are running down the ramp, then start attacking the Blood Rumble wrestlers. "This is getting out of control," said announcer number 2. Predator hits the Strangler. The Strangler groans. Predator grabs the Strangler, then runs. The Strangler reverses it. Predator goes over the barricade, then he groans. "This is really getting out of hand. Folks, we need to get to safety. Be safe out there and good night everyone," said announcer number 1. "Bye-bye," said announcer number 2, taking off his headset. Both announcer number 1 and announcer number 2 are climbing over the barricade, then running through the crowd. Both Blood Rumble and Hatred Slam wrestlers continuously fighting each other. The crowd is cheering. The end.